He used to order doubles for girls and singles for himself so that they would get the necessary beer goggles in order to find him attractive.
That applies to us too. He was fond of playing with drinks, either ordering a tray of shots to destroy us or putting a vodka or two in your drink at the bar.
One of our craziest nights, before we went out drinking absinthe in town, we drank a whole bottle of absinthe before we went out and recorded the song All for Love, which was from the Three Musketeers film. I'm sure you have some recollection of that, Chris. With Chris was singing as Sting, me as Bryan Adams, and John was as Rod Stewart. But that recording is so bad it has to be heard to be believed. What about that Charlemagne, John? Do you remember that?
Champagne?
No, it was Charlemagne, actually, it was called. Chris would order a bottle of Charlemagne with an ice bucket and pop his cork in front of a bunch of girls so that they would come and see what all the fuss is about, to come and talk to you. But they usually would take a drink, neck it, and then walk off.
It might have been down to us always insisting that Chris would say we're wearing suits. So have you ever danced in a suit? People say, you're the manager or something. Not being funny, mate, but why would he come to a nightclub in a suit? And if by some miracle a girl was taken in by a high roller ride, she soon realised we only had £10 in our pocket. Even the girls at the casino who was paid to talk to people and get us gambling ignored us. So we sat there and enjoyed the free coffees and teas.
Especially on a New Year's Eve where Chris would pull out all the stops, having bought everybody rounds of shots. If there was anyone left standing, usually me, unless I'd collapsed somewhere, we'd take to the clubs and order Charlemagne, trying to impress somebody but not impressing anybody. But I can't think of anyone else other than Chris who could go on an 18 to 30s holiday in Malia. But bearing in mind he was 30 at the time, so that was his last time to be reckless and wild, but he would spend all his time at the poolside drinking frappuccinos and playing chess by the pool. Where everybody else would start the day to have a full fried up English breakfast to soak up the alcohol, Chris could start the day nice and bright and breezy as a daisy with a bowl of cornflakes and semi-skimmed milk.
Okay, none of this applies to the present though, as he's truly found his soulmate in Danielle. I'm happy to see him madly in love. Look at how far they have come. And this is despite him turning up to their second date in a Back to the Future t-shirt and taking her to see High School Musical.
Yeah. Well, about that.
Oh yeah, we got information. It's hard to sum up Chris in a single speech. He has been an amazing friend over the years, and we've shared more great times than I can remember. I've always admired Chris for his sense of style and sophistication. He's a man of the world, and he has a deep understanding and appreciation of arts and culture. And nowhere is this more true than in his eclectic, diverse musical tastes of all different genres. See, Chris can like anything from the Backstreet Boys to NSYNC.
Peter Andre to Gary Bartlett.
Anywhere from the S Club 7 to Bewitched.
I once asked Chris what would the theme tune be to his life. I expected him to say Magnum P.I., Knight Rider, and Chris said DuckTales. Life is like a hurricane here in Duckburg.
We know that Chris might not be the easiest guy to live with, Danielle, so we feel for you for that. What with his bad habits of picking his feet, his obsessive breakfast routine, and God help anyone who touches his mouse on his computer. So we were thinking of a few words of advice to say to Danielle on this happy day, but we thought what better way to do that than to put it to music.
As you do.
Oh. So why don't everybody put their hands together for this song?
Please. Let's learn Danielle what she's fully getting into.
Right, okay.
The three of us amalgamated our music collections some years ago with interesting results. Whereas us two provided the hard rock and heavy metal, we accumulated many gigabytes worth of 90s pop music, including S Club 7, NSYNC, and a complete collection of Bewitched.
Just make sure you know who you're marrying. Check the CDs. He's still Chris Owen to me. I can tell by the drink he drinks, and he listens to NSYNC. That house, it better be clean. He's still Chris Owen to me. Chris must prepare his breakfast, which is usually Weetabix, with exactly precise precision. He first uses a special jug and microwaves the milk for 1 minute 20 seconds, stirs, then puts back in for another 10 seconds before he deems it ready to eat. Just make sure you know who you're marrying, because you see, He's still Chris Owen to me. Do you really want to get hitched to a man who listens to Bewitched? Oh, oh, c'est la vie. He's still Chris Owen to me.
When he was a small child growing up, Chris saw all the classic films on TV, which he would record to VHS and comprehensively labelled. Of these films though, one made the most impact. Chris would stand at the top of his stairs, remove his glasses, and know he was Superman.
And just
do you think Chris take his glasses off?
Is he Clark Kent? No, he's still Chris Owen to me. Can you stand all the large excess of the Star Trek VHS? Those geeks, they always win. He's still a Chris Owen to me. Alright, let's break this down a little bit. Who else wants something else? This is rubbish. How about a little Britney Spears? About a 5, some Gary Barlow?
Some Will Young?
What about 3T?
Oh, that's yours.
What about some Hanson then instead? So Brian McFadden?
I'd say that was all three of us.
It probably is. Just to know you know who you're marrying. Now he's your husband. He's still Chris Owen to me. Cause we're gonna miss him a lot. Best friend we ever got. All the best luck in the world, Mr. and Mrs. Owen.
Oh dear me.
That's not it though. That's not over. That's not over. No, no, no. There's a bit way to go yet, Chris.
That's weird from us, but we can't leave without this, letting Chris redeem himself from the absinthe-infused recording of the classic song All for Love.
Yeah, I know you were so embarrassed about singing that so badly, so what better time to redeem yourself than right now? So we'd like you to join us in a song, One for All and All for Love.
You are kidding.
No, we're not kidding.
We've got the original right here to play if you don't.
And this is a final goodbye to let Chris back to you to be a husband. We're going to want to embarrass you one last time.
I think it's as well to get in this one.
It does actually, yeah. Do you remember this song, Chris? No.
It's like Chris.
RC, and then all. I start.
When it's love you give,
I'll be your man of good faith.
then in love you live.
I'll make you stand, I won't break.
I'll be the rock you can build on.
Be there when you're old.
John.
When you're old, heaven
Still better than the original.
When there's love inside,
I swear I'll always be strong.
and there's a reason why.
I'll prove to you we belong.
I'll be the wall that protects you from the wind and the rain.
From the wind and the rain, from the hurt and the pain.
Yeah.
Yeah! Let's make it all for one and all for love. Let the one you hold be the one you want, the one you need.
When it's
All for one, it's one for all. When there's someone that you know, then just let your feelings show. Make it all for one and one for all.
when it's love you make,
I'll be the fire in your night.
then in love you take,
I will defend, I will fight.
I will be there when you need me.
When honor's at stake, this vow I will make. Yeah!
Was he video recording?
That's when it's all for one and all for love. Let the one you hold be the one you want, the one you need. 'Cause when it's all for
one is one for all. When there's someone that you know, then just let your feelings show. And make it all for one and all for love. Where's this crap? Don't lay our love to rest, 'cause we could stand up to the test. We got everything and more than we had planned. More than the rivers that run the land. We got it all in our hands. Slow it down, slow it down.
Thanks, Chris. I didn't actually think you'd sing that.
No. I don't think it was.
So if you'd like to all charge your glasses to this... what is this, Charlemagne? Charge your glasses with Charlemagne if it's anything to do with Chris. Ladies and gentlemen, to the bride and groom.
Bride and groom.
All for one.
It's all for one.
Yeah.